Yeah, and I guess talking about the time frame, I think people put so much into that.
Yes.
When should you do this? When should you do that? Etc. etc.
Right
and the big one is about the timing for when your spouse should meet your parents. You know, that's huge because I mean, especially like as us. Africans, that's a step of okay, so this is it. This is something serious. You don't let your parents meet anyone. And this comes from, I guess, just a story that, you know, there's some people who, even we're talking about 7 years in, 10 years in, and you still haven't met my parents.
That's a proper marriage.
We've got children, and it still hasn't happened. You know, like, is meeting, you know, your parents, is that like the biggest sign of commitment? Is that the, you know, this is the one who's gonna do it for you? And what's the timeline, you know? For me personally, my mom has met my boyfriends before because of the relationship I have with my mom. It's very much, you know, gotta let my mom, you know, like, see who you are, because she might see something I don't way earlier than, you know, waiting the 2-3 years. And then my mom's just like, oh no, God, this is just bad. So for me, it's earlier for my mom. As far as my dad, I think that one's a strong one. I guess dads and their daughters. That one, you gotta wait that one out. What do you guys think?
When you said dads and their daughters, I just thought about my Richard and Zara and I got the day. Some guy is going to knock up.
When that's gonna come.
Oh my goodness. I don't know, but I'm starting to understand where our parents come from, because now I'm a parent. But back in the day, I'm like, what's your business? Like, you go do something. Leave me alone. But I think realistically, it's just, you know, there's all sorts of people who come from totally different backgrounds, because when you think about it, your mom and dad were totally, like, total strangers.
Oh gosh.
They hooked up, and then they had you.
Here I am.
Yeah. So yeah, when if you know,
Simplified version of it, but yeah.
so when you think about it, you must know what values does this person have. What, you know, your parents have that third eye that you may not have. We did have Nazleen Omar on the table, and she's a mother of many kids. And she always says, bring them home, and I will tell you the truth. I like that you pointed out that it starts with the relationship that you have with your parents. Because your children will willingly come to you and tell you not just about their relationships, but literally everything about them, if you have a relationship. But it can't be just out of the blue, like, you're not my type of person, but this is the person that, you know, or what values do you have as a parent for you to speak on this, you know, potential relationship? You know, if your parent has, you know, some type of things, you know, maybe it's estranged, you know, maybe your father, you're not well, or your mother, there's a situation there, and it didn't quite work out with them, it will be kind of hard to introduce.
It's true.
But in terms of time, I'm telling you,
There's
my
no right
relationship with my husband now, it wasn't 1 + 1. I mean, I still don't know how we're here. But it's never really, I never like to speak on it that way. I never like to advise like an expert. I like to always say, you know what, if it feels right and you value your parents as the solid opinion that are going to give you the blessing to move forward with that relationship, then you might as well take them home. Don't sneak around.
It's
you know,
true.
don't have that kind of relationship with your kids.